Programmer Cameron Macgowan, celebrating an upcoming panel event that we have as a part of the 2020 Calgary Underground Film Festival, a conversation with Director Darren Bousman, moderated by former TIFF Midnight Madness programmer and current legend Colin Geddes. The event takes place on Saturday, June the 27th. Tickets are free and up now, and the event is not geo-restricted, so folks all over the place can watch this informative, candid, and hilarious discussion. So to celebrate, I'm going to be ranking the Saw films from worst to best. Now, the Saw films are unfortunately under the heading of torture porn, which, you know, who doesn't watch porn? A, and B, we could call any movie a type of porn, really. We're going to call superhero movies punchy porn? Are we going to call A24 horror movies misery porn? Are we going to call Preston Sturges movies banter porn? It's a dismissive term that I don't like to use, but hey, use it freely if you like. But the Saw films are much more than that. We'll get a bit more into that as I rank the series. Starting with the biggest stinker of the bunch, at number 8, Saw 5. Saw 5 is essentially just an extended CSI episode set in the Saw franchise, but unfortunately it's the connective tissue between the masterpieces that are 4 and 6, so you gotta watch it. So I recommend taking some intoxicants, you know, chilling back a bit, getting cozy, and powering through Saw 5. It still has some great traps overall. It's worth a watch. Better than no Saw movie at all. Next up, at number 7, the soft relaunch of the Saw franchise for Gen Z, Jigsaw. Jigsaw is good enough. I've only seen it the once, utterly forgettable, and it lacks the brilliant, convoluted writing of my favorite Saw films. However, again, better than no Saw movie at all. Number 6, this is where they start getting real good. Saw 2. So Saw 2 was Darren Bousman's first entry in the Saw franchise. And he was in his early 20s at that point, and this script that he was pitching around, the script that ended up being Saw 2, it was actually going to be a completely different project. So the union of Darren Bousman, his script, I don't know the name of the movie it was supposed to be, and Saw 2 was actually quite a beautiful union, as it kind of created the aliens of the Saw franchise. So Saw 2 is the aliens to Saw 1's Alien. It's bigger, there's more traps, and there's more people, and all in all, damn good time. Next up, at number 5, Saw 7, the final chapter. Now, this bad boy was seen in 3D in cinemas, and some of the effects are quite great, but Saw 7 might have some boring investigative scenes, but overall, the traps are phenomenal. The traps in this one are so creative, and it's a very gory film. I'm quite a big fan of Saw 7, the final chapter. I consider it quite underrated. Coming in at number 4, Saw 3, the Bride of Frankenstein of the Saw franchise. This one is absolutely gonzo. This is where the series really started to get quite strange and had to start coming up with some great writing to justify these absolutely bizarre plot twists. Saw 3 is full of weird plot twists, an odd romance with Jigsaw. It's like a love triangle. Beautiful traps, and Darren Bousman directs this one with grace. It looks really good. Cinematography is awesome. Big fan of Saw 3. Haven't seen the extended version, but will at some point. Next up at number 3, Saw 6. Now this is where all of the strange plot twist connective tissue finally comes together and your mind is blown if you've been paying attention to all of the plot threads in the Saw universe. Saw 6 has great traps, great dark cinematography, and this one actually makes me gag at a few points. Overall, a great Saw film, and a nice conclusion to the bizarre writings of Patrick Melt and Marcus Dunstan, the writers who came on mid-series in the Saw films and who went on to make the superior franchise, in my opinion, The Collector and the Collection. So do check out The Collector and the Collection. They got a third one coming out, hopefully, next year, when cinemas can reopen. That one might just go straight to video. Next up, number 2, the one that started it all, Saw 1 from director James Wan. Now this one holds a near and dear place to my heart. I was a young film school student when I watched it, and it was greatly inspiring to see what you could do with minimal locations and a great high concept idea. Cary Elwes gives a very strange performance. Some may call it bad. I call it interesting. But Saw 1 was my entry into the franchise. It holds a special place in my heart. You can watch it as a standalone film, and it's still very gruesome and very well made. James Wan is an excellent filmmaker, went on to make some very well received prestige horror movies, and Saw is where it all started. Number 1, my absolute favorite film in the Saw franchise, Saw 4. Now this is the perfect jambalaya of all of the ingredients I like best in the Saw franchise. Great traps, weird plot twists, even odder justifications of the plot twists. Very grimy cinematography. This movie feels dirty, like it feels gross. You want to take a shower after watching Saw 4. And yeah, I mean, I know a lot of folks do enjoy Saw 4, may put it at number 1, hopefully, but I also know I'm kind of one of the odd ducks out in my love for Saw 4. So that was it, my Saw rankings. Please do judge and discuss in the comments. Tell me you think Saw 2 is way better than where I put it. It does feel a little low, but those 6 movies we got there, they're all so good. I found it so difficult to order my ranking. So it could change in a couple years. I mean, I will be marathoning the Saw films again to prepare for Spiral when it eventually comes out. So maybe expect another one of these in 10 years. So thanks for watching, folks. This is Cuffley Programmer Cameron Macgowan, wishing you the best. Peace out.